Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lady Gang Quickie. I am here with Jack and Kelty, and I am Becca. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
And she's wearing a white sock. You know, it thrills me.
I am too.
But like, what am I supposed to? I am not doing bare feet. I'm selling my feet on the internet now. I can't put these babies out for free.
It's
My
true.
dream.
What am I supposed to be in? A cable knit?
I actually...
What are you in?
She's barefoot.
I'm barefoot in an old slipper, which are getting... My fake Prada slippers are getting worn out.
They're-
and it's so sad.
Yeah, they're really getting worn out.
What makes
You wear
it...
things out so quickly.
Hey, at least
No,
she
this is,
makes
like,
use of
too
her
old.
purchases.
This is like a year old.
It's a year.
You think
Looks like you went hiking in them.
Well, I wear them every day. And I wear them out into the world, which is the problem.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I wear them here and then I wear them to work. So they're really, it's just a shoe. It's not really a slipper.
It's supposed to be a
Right.
house slipper.
What I want is like a clog Birkenstock that's fluffy like a slipper, but can also be worn outside.
No, my Boston ones that I have, you can do like a fuzzy inside.
You can?
Yeah.
But is it real goat? Like I can't have
Yeah,
a
no,
real.
it's like shirt. Oh,
You
You can't
Sure.
walk on a baby goat. That
it's not
feels
a baby
weird.
goat. They just shave the sheep.
Yeah, they live. They live to tell. I really like that brand, Rome.
Oh yeah,
ROAM. It's like it is my official house shoe.
Oh.
They're fluffy, they're cute. It was like Oprah's favorite things at one point, but I've had many of the pairs of shoes and they're suitable enough to go out in the world in,
Yeah.
but you can also wear them as a house shoe.
They're very large, which I like.
Yeah.
I'm hoping someone gets me a house shoe for the holidays this year.
Okay.
New house shoe. I got to tell you something. I know we don't like to talk about a dream, but I'm having a lot of stress this morning because I had a dream last night that I was competing in my first drag
But
competition.
you already did drag.
Yeah. And I had to do a hairdo and I couldn't get the hairdo to be like slicked enough.
Oh,
And I kept looking for I couldn't find lashes. I had to borrow lashes. Like it was like I wasn't ready to be the star that I am.
That's always my anxiety dream is that I'm
What?
trying to get ready for something like it's usually a show and that I cannot get my makeup. I can't find the things that I need. And every time I think I'm done, I have to go get something else.
Yeah.
I hate those dreams.
mine's like that. But my anxiety dream is trying to get somewhere and I can't get there.
like your
things
car's
are like
not working.
Yeah, like everything is like slowing me down and I can't get to the place where everybody is. It's so sad.
So stressful. Okay, so today's episode is called Lady Most Likely.
Okay.
And we are going to quiz each other on each other.
Okay.
But the categories are very strange.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So
This
like
is-
superlatives.
Yes, but this is a very fun game that I feel like we could make the list and put it out for the girls to like play at, bachelor parties and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. Okay. Lady most likely to have a messy room.
Kelty.
Is your room ever messy?
I know the answer is me. I don't want it to be me.
I can have a messy room. My mess comes from when I'm overwhelmed and too busy. Cause then I'll put one thing on the floor and then I'm like, I'm too busy to pick that up. So I guess I'm going to put another thing on the floor. But when my life is together, I'm not busy or I'm not messy, but
Same.
so it could be me, but
Like last night, I got undressed and I had this like turtleneck sweater on and I was like going to just throw it on the floor. And then instead I was like, just hang it up, Kelty.
It takes
and then
2
it will
seconds.
already be back in your closet where it's meant to be.
so hard to do that though.
God, it's like I'm 12.
It's really hard. It's like
I
a mental
can't
block.
get into my bed if things are messy.
Awry.
But I'm not, I'm a little dirty too. Like I think messy, like when you come into my house, you're not like, oh, her house is dirty.
No, none of us are messy people like
We're
that.
not dirty.
Or dirty.
We're not, like we're not grimy. Like
Well, your
the house
car can get dirty, right?
disgusting.
Yeah.
I found an old French fry. I haven't had a French fry in like 6 months, and I found one, and
That's
it like
so
was in
gross.
a place where I
car
should
is
have
also
noticed it
disgusting.
before.
My car is very Kelty right now.
It is.
Yeah. It's
Proud of you.
It's a mess.
Okay. Most likely to take forever to make a decision.
Jack Vanek.
Me.
Jack Vanek.
Queen of indecisiveness. I'm doing this right now with my house.
Oh,
I
no.
can't pick it.
Are you still trying to pick a bathroom tile?
Well,
Please tell me you picked a bathroom tile. That was 3 months ago.
not yet. So, no, but it's for our guest bathroom. I have a new bathroom we're doing. We weren't going to renovate it, but now we are. So this is a new decision to be made.
Right.
I'm working with these girls. Let me get their name really quick because they're amazing. They do handmade tiles out of Oregon Kaibak tile. They actually tried to reach out to you when you were redoing your house. Anyways, it's 2 girls and they hand paint tiles. They're amazing. But they're like, we can do any color you want to do. And I'm like,
No.
Any color? Have you been to the Pantone factory?
I know. So now she's like trying to make me like swatches. And she's like, oh, this idea is completely different than the one you sent me yesterday.
Oh no.
I know, I feel bad. I like admitted to her, I'm like, I'm very indecisive. So I was like, please help me. But yeah, the answer is me.
The answer is you for sure. What is that? Is it?
It's like perfectionism and thinking especially, it's like how I was with my wedding. It's like I think it's such an important decision that will be like a long lasting decision. So I don't want to do it wrong and I don't want to make a mistake.
It's analysis paralysis.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
So I'm like, I'm going to have to be looking at this forever. It's so expensive to fix. Like, I just don't want to make the wrong choice. But I do that with everything.
Is Jared is he more a passionate decision maker?
He just doesn't care about design stuff. And he also knows that I care so much.
Yeah.
But also, I have a question for you. Like when you do finally make the decision, in hindsight, do you ever regret it?
Not usually.
Okay.
So it works.
So it does.
Yeah, it just takes a while. I just need to get there on my own.
Yeah.
That's how my dad is. Like, I'm very much like my dad in a lot of these ways. Like, he takes him a long time to get to the point, but like when he's there, it's like now it's like made.
Yeah, it takes a long time because we still haven't seen the wedding video from around his neck, and it's been over a year.
You also just have to, if you know yourself, you have to just do it without punishing those around you as much as possible.
I know.
That's what's hard.
I know.
Because like you have these nice girls that are doing these tiles for you.
I know. That's why I'm like trying to like. This conversation just happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like, send me some color swatches and we'll make a decision. I'm very upfront with it. Yeah.
And you're very
And I've learned
aware.
this about you. Like even when we were putting together Lady World, like Jack, if you go to the Lady World, ladyworld.co and you look at this website, every piece of that website was designed by Jack.
Yeah.
Like the font, the color, but like all those photos that you see, like we didn't just pull those from like Google Images. Like you went in to this paint program, we create like you create.
She's not a stock image kind of gal.
She's not a stock image
No.
girl.
I was like,
And-
there will be no stock images on this website.
Yeah. And so it's just like, it's very crazy, but like, Nicole, who works for Topeka, she's like one of the people making the festival with us. She would be like, and I was like, Jack,
let her do her thing.
and I was like, it will come. It will be amazing. It will get done. I was like, but you cannot like Jack, ETA on that. Jack, it just drives her more crazy. I was like, it's Tiempo de Jacqueline. It's my new thing, like Jack time.
Yeah.
And like, it will get done. It will be better than anyone could make.
And listen, I always get done by a deadline. I wasn't late on the deadline. It just, I'm like an 11th hour.
And now we know to
person.
give you the deadline like 4 days before we actually want to see it. Because like, I shouldn't tell you that. Don't tell her. Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
But I hit a deadline. I'm never late. I always
You're
hit a
not
deadline.
late. You're not late, but like the deadline, this is what's so funny
But
about
people
Jack.
want it before the deadline. But I'm like, then give me a before date.
Exactly. Like you're like, hey, I need it by Tuesday. But for me, Tuesday is like Tuesday work day, like when we're working. And Jack's like, no, 11th hour.
Yes.
Tuesday by 11:59 p.m.
I will get it.
I will turn it into you. So you have to really think about like as if you're traveling to London. Like what day is the end of the day?
Yeah, no, I'll use it at like the earliest time zone. I'm like, oh, we're actually in Hawaii time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, most likely to not know what day it is. I actually am giving this to Becca since she had Ford. You know what day it is, but because you're in Austin, it's not your fault.
No, it's less. I don't struggle with my days. My cross to bear is the time change.
The time change is a disaster.
Yeah. It's a motherfucker.
Like Central Time, you're Central Time?
Yes, but the problem is everything we schedule is on Pacific time.
Yeah.
So if I get an email saying, "Can you guys here's some windows of time," then I have to in my head do the math, and I already can't retain
The really
numbers.
hard math of +2.
No, it's that I can't retain numbers. So if you're like, okay, from 9 to 11 on Friday, I have to go, okay, so that's 11 to 1 on Friday. But then I can't remember and then I go to confirm and I'm like, but wait, what was the original Pacific time again?
Yeah.
So it's like a shit show.
There's got to be an app that would like automatically change your email to your time zone. Maybe it's the Gemini on.
Maybe that's the solution.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
that's
now that my kid is in school, I have to know what day it is all the time. Because on Friday, I have to bring his nap roll. And on Wednesday,
nap roll.
the
they have a
thing that they
siesta?
sleep in for their...
You bring a
It's
Only
a
on
nap
Fridays?
roll.
They don't just put you on the
No,
carpet.
so-
God, remember that?
No, it's
They
like
just
a
put you on
sleeping
the grimy
bag.
Ford
It's
has a sleeping
They all
bag.
have sleeping bags that they sleep in. It's the cutest
That
thing.
is actually
Ford
so
used to complain
adorable.
about his Amazon one with dinosaurs on it, that it wasn't comfortable enough. So then I had to do research on, and all these moms were like, I had the same problem. This woman on eBay makes the most amazing memory foam nap roll. And I
Damn, that
switched it
sounds
out for
nice.
him, and he goes, that was more comfortable, mama.
He wants to live in the lap of luxury.
Damn.
My son.
Yeah.
So anyways, I do now because there's so many things, like on Fridays, he has to return his book to the library.
Yeah.
Like once you become a parent, it's impossible to forget the freaking day of the week,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately.
Or else you're going to leave your kid at school one day.
Exactly. Or forget to take him.
Yeah.
Most likely to spend money on something ridiculous.
Kelty, for sure.
Yeah, I just bought a Bob Mackie
That's what
gown.
you're allowed
I didn't
to
need
do.
it.
I know. What was that?
I'm going to wear it during award season.
Oh.
I just have always I just
I
love
don't-
Cher and I love Bob Mackie and I have just always and I met him at the Tonys a few years ago and gushed, and then he has this documentary coming out, so he's been top of mind.
Oh,
and
amazing.
I just was I've been looking forever, and sometimes they have them on Real and different and I was just I don't know, but they're never good ones.
Yeah.
Not that there's a bad Bob Mackie, but it's not like
you
Zendaya
want.
level Bob Mackie.
Yeah.
And then I was on the site Tab Vintage and I saw this one with a unicorn, and I felt like it was meant to be because unicorn used to be my favorite animal. I mean, it before me or kitten.
Not real.
And I had a
How much was the dress?
it was $2,200, which is
Wow.
a lot of money, but I got to be honest, if you go on Revolve and you try to buy a gown.
Oh, yeah, they have
the
gowns
Bronx
for,
and
$3.
Banco is trying to give you a gown for
Yeah.
$1,600
Yeah.
right now. And that's not, there's no collectability. There's
Yeah,
no
it's
resale.
true.
It's fast
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah.
So I'm I'm going to invest in this thing. And
What does it look like? Did you ever try it on?
Yeah, it's black long sleeve, has a bat wing, and then the back is a V, it's kind of it's like a wrap dress, but in the back.
Oh, pretty.
Remember that Celine Dion when she wore the suit jacket backwards?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of gives that vibe because it's it wraps and then
Yeah.
clips in the back.
Cute.
And then it's kind of a high neck. It just slinks Olsen style.
Ooh,
You
I
put
love
it
that.
on and it's just kind of and it's really heavy. And it just has a giant glitter unicorn that has purple eyeshadow on. It's just,
Cute.
I
love
can't
that.
wait to wear it.
Yeah, an investment piece.
Yeah. And then I mean, I do need
It's less
to,
than a bag.
it's less
what do
than
you-
a bag.
Yeah.
It's true.
And then I might frame it after I wear it and
Ooh,
put it
that's
up on
cool.
the
And then it's
wall.
art. Multi-use.
Okay. Most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse
I feel like Kelty would.
Same. Same.
because I would outsmart them.
You're just
scrappier.
Yeah. You're
Thank you
Jack
so
would be
much.
the first to die.
I was just thinking who would be the first to die.
you guys
No,
have
I might actually.
I'm suspiciously
You would be F it,
yeah.
take me.
I'm suspiciously
yeah.
capable.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
are.
you are
Under pressure.
suspicious.
No, you
Very
are.
under pressure.
Capable.
Under pressure.
You don't share that information with people because you don't want them to ask you to do it. But
No.
if I needed you to build a campfire, you could.
And I think I'd be good under crisis. But I just think you
She would.
have it in your soul.
She does.
Kelty, I know we haven't seen Yellow Jackets or you guys haven't, but Kelty you would be the one.
Really?
Yeah.
My
you'd survive.
friend has a pill box of end of the world pills.
Like what?
It's
to kill
enough of
themselves?
something to be able to off yourself in case the end is coming.
Oh,
You know, if it's
Shut
uh-huh.
up.
Like the asteroids.
And
gonna
that
hit?
would be me. That would be, I do not want to live 1 second past whatever the end of the world moment is for us.
The funny thing about the apocalypse and people being preparing for it, I'm but we all die.
Right.
That's the point is we're all dying.
Yeah, there's no amount of canning foods that's
No.
going to save you from the apocalypse.
I guess unless it is an asteroid hitting somewhere else on the earth, that's not, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Can I
want to
ask
talk
you
about
guys
it.
something really dark?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have an end of the world plan with your significant other?
Well,
I've thought of this.
Jared, to die.
A place to meet.
Oh, well, Jared.
A place to meet, and then also Chris and I have we've had the conversation about how bad we could get injured or hurt before we would want them to pull the plug. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's like, so is this like an apocalypse or is this like I'm in a coma in the hospital?
You were talking about apocalypse.
You're talking about like being sick in the hospital.
But then that's where my brain went. But like we can go back to apocalypse.
Yeah, when we did our trust and will and all that stuff, there's like stipulations you can get very specific about. Like if I'm not going to have any brain activity, I don't want you to keep my body alive, that type of thing.
What the hell is that called again? When you're like the person that makes the decision.
No, I know this is going to be really. People are screaming at us right now.
I'll think of it.
Okay. Anyway, apocalypse.
But with the apocalypse, I've talked about this before, I think. But Jared's parents are like light preppers. Like they have jugs.
What's her name again? Your mom?
Gwen. And so they have a cabin up in the woods in oh my God, I was going to say Australia, Arizona. That is the perfect place to go if shit goes sideways.
Power of attorney?
Power of attorney.
Yeah. Thank God.
So that's where I would go.
Most likely to cry at a sad movie.
Me, for sure.
Also me, that's why I can't watch them. Because I don't want to cry.
Dread, but
no sad,
Also,
no sickness.
This is, you know how I said I don't like to listen to music because it affects my emotions too much? Ford prefers music in the car on the way to school, and I cry on the way to school often.
What kind of music are you listening to?
Anything. It can be Benson Boone. I
Benson
will
Boone
cry.
is beautiful. I cry. Please stay. I want you. I need you.
He came from American Idol?
Yeah, he'd be left.
No, he left. Yeah, because he's like, I'm too good for this.
Shut up.
He got like through, and then he was like, wait, I am talented, and he left.
That's what he said?
Yes.
I mean, that's true.
And I think there's a story of somebody like telling him
that he should leave.
You need to leave because you are going to be successful no matter what, and you don't want to owe it to this franchise.
Oh, because
the contract you sign is like, you're locked in.
Good for him. He's so cute. I love his vibe.
I love him.
He's like kind of like Freddie Mercury.
He is Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Okay. Who is most likely to have the most bizarre phobia?
Jack.
For sure.
Jack.
If this olive was canned on a Tuesday, I can't do that.
Well, I have like the spit phobia. Like I fucking hate spit.
Me too.
It's
we
so
share
gross.
Like what kind of, how do you kiss?
I mean, barely. No, we'll make out, but like anything like if there's spit on skin or spit, just like I think spit is the nastiest thing in the world. Like it gives me the biggest
I would much
heebie-jeebies.
rather deal with boogers, like Ford's boogers, than his spit.
Oh, I'd rather deal with shit. Like like anything other than a spit.
What if your significant other wants to like lick your body?
That's okay.
I don't like.
I guess I'd have to shower right after.
Right away.
Yeah. That and dirty dishes. I'd rather literally clean poop off the ground than wash a dirty dish.
Wow.
Whoa.
It grosses me out.
You're right.
So then
They're not phobias.
So then you like what? How do you deal with that? You just rinse it immediately and put it in the dishwasher?
Yeah. Like I don't like
sit. You don't want to sit there.
Yeah. And then there's like old food.
Yeah. See, she got it.
Most likely to binge an entire series in one day.
Jack.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But it would be a series no one else is watching.
Well, Love Island, she was an early adopter.
I know you were an early adopter.
That's true.
She was a pioneer.
I really was.
Okay. Most likely to invent something useful.
Probably Kelsey. Randomly.
Maybe Becca.
No.
What are we?
I have no.
You have great
motivation.
ideas. Your follow through is.
Well, it's not that my follow through is. I just don't have any skills to follow through with a lot of these things.
There you go.
That's like how my mom
But you have
is.
really good ideas.
Thank you. I'm a creative director.
All these years ago, when we first started Lady Gang, Becca had an amazing idea. They have it now.
Oh, yeah.
Where you could get these like cubic zirconia rings sent to your house, like Warby Parker.
try it on.
To try on at your house.
Yeah.
Either in secret or like with your
We
lover.
did, in my defense, we actually had a full business model.
And a trademark and stuff,
And a trademark. But we were told, like, basically there was no margin. Like, there was no... We took it to this this entrepreneur, like, consultant guy.
They're like, what it would
And he
cost
was
to
like,
make all the things is
it
not
would
what somebody
cost
would pay
this.
for it.
It just wouldn't be something that, like, you could grow.
Make money on.
Well, and that's like because it's
So
like
I
a
wonder
wedding
how these
ring,
people are doing it.
You'd have to like present it in a really nice box. Like everything
Yeah,
would
it
have to
couldn't
be like
shitty.
high end.
Although now you could probably do it shittily because
yeah.
everyone's getting everything shittily through Amazon.
Yeah.
That people
Shittily.
Shittily
is my favorite word of the year.
Shittily.
Okay. Most likely to forget their anniversary.
Me, I don't know dates. I literally can't remember. I thought for so long that our anniversary was December 2nd. And Zach's like, it is December 3rd. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the only way I remember.
So easy.
Because 12.
12, 3. I can't remember.
Oh my God. I have such a good story about your wedding.
What?
I just was at a dinner. I can't believe I left the house like last week. And I was sitting there and I was talking about this. I'm looking at this property in Mexico maybe to get, I was going to my friend's condo and I was like, yeah, it's right behind the new Amman in this side of Cabo. And he was like, oh, that's my Amman. And I was like, what? And I was like, I don't know who his name was Henry. I was like,
that's insane.
Like it's your Amman?
Well, actually like a VC owns it. So it's not one person.
Right. I think he must work for it or be a part of that or whatever. But
okay. Also, Amman is like a massive luxury resort. And Becca got married at one for context.
And then he goes, yeah, and I have one in Jackson Hole. And I was like, I went to a wedding there. And he was like, wait, what? And then he had no idea. And I sent him
that Becca had her wedding there. Why would he know?
No,
I do know after we got married there, they switched ownership.
Yes. I don't think he was there, so he hadn't seen it, but he said they really only have 6 weddings a year. It's very elite and they don't allow a lot of weddings. Yes. And I texted him at the table, your bride's article of the wedding. And I was like, it was so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, wow. And he told me that when you went down the stairs for Becca's wedding, to the right was like the dinner area and to the left was sort of like it was great for the wedding.
Sitting area.
But it was like a sitting area. They're getting rid of that and they're putting another restaurant.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I met the guy.
It's his
Amman.
It was owned by, I can't remember, like they were not from the United States. It was like a company out of another place.
Like the Prince of Dubai owned
it. Was
Ammans.
something like that. And then recently, like since our wedding, it was like a VC situation took it over.
Anyway.
So they might have new rules now. I got in before it was really elite.
But I relived it through that at that dinner. You're so beautiful.
I know.
Thank you. It was the worst day of my life.
God.
They always are.
When you took your hair down and it was amazing. Anyway, okay, Lady Most Likely, we were
not here for a long time. That's
it.
There's no more questions?
We should do another episode with them.
You like
fun.
it?
Yeah, they're fun.
Oh, damn, I had a good idea. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time on Lady Most Likely.
We're here for a long time.
We're here for a
good
likely time.